Hi, I'm Jennifer Novak, and I'm an environmental lawyer in the Los Angeles area. Today, I want to talk about the importance of asking why. If you know me or if you're familiar with our firm, you know I'm a strong believer in compliance and cooperation. But that doesn't mean a business should do so blindly. And if you're a business that is subject to environmental regulations, it's not only wise, but it actually can save you money to periodically do a self audit or ask why you're complying with regulations in the first place. And today, I want to talk about a situation where overcompliance got one of our clients into trouble, and it could have saved itself years of efforts and additional money. So one of our clients is in an industry that is subject to regulation under California's General Industrial Stormwater Permit. And when they moved locations, they went ahead and applied for coverage again because it's the same business, same industry, same operations, and it just made sense. The problem was that they weren't actually discharging stormwater from the new location. And so year after year, they were complying and they were submitting reports that said they didn't discharge stormwater. Now, why is this a problem? Because it got the attention of a concerned citizens group that was afraid that our client was falsifying reports or just not understanding their obligations because they kept saying that they had no discharge. Our clients hired us to help them resolve the threatened lawsuit, but also to double check that they weren't actually violating any regulations. And as we dug down into these allegations, we couldn't help but ask the question, why do you have a permit in the first place? So we worked with the consultant and determined that they actually didn't need a permit because they weren't susceptible to discharging at this new location. We were able to help resolve the threatened lawsuit, but also able to get them the relief from future regulation. While this story had a happy ending eventually, it wasn't before our client had to spend the money to hire lawyers to help them evaluate the situation, but also after years of going through the required inspections and other reporting to comply with a permit they didn't even need to have in the first place. So this is an example of how asking why could have saved a business the money to hire a lawyer, but also years of having to be subject to regulations. Now, I know in other videos I've talked about how complicated it can be to get things right, but sometimes a business leaves itself open to problems by assuming that it's doing more than enough to comply with environmental regulations. So if you're a business that has questions about environmental regulation compliance, or you know somebody who may be confused about what's the right thing to do, please feel free to share this video.